Hey guys, so I'm going to be doing my speech on the difference between Western and Eastern medicine. To start off, I just want to say Western medicine is more what we practice in the side of the country. It's kind of the invasive, more pharmaceutical approach to healthcare, while Eastern medicine is more holistic and traditional in a sense where it practices ancient remedies and such. So I'm gonna start off by going over my survey. I surveyed 8 people, and the first couple questions were just to kind of get an idea of the demographics. I asked where they were from, how old they were, if they ever received a massage, how do they unwind after a long, stressful day, if they were feeling a little bit of under the weather, what would they do? And I had some choices like drink tea, take a hot shower, um, take over the counter medication, or go to the doctor. Um, if they've ever received an acupuncture or holistic healthcare treatment, and if they were more holistic, they take the more holistic approach or more traditional Western approach. And I've kind of got a mixed conclusion. A lot of people chose, towards the end, they said they were more Western based, even though the answers they chose in the previous question kind of lean them towards the holistic healthcare approach. For example, someone who said they were more of the Western medicine did say they received a massage and drunk tea and took a hot shower after if they were either feeling sick or just stressed out during the day. So I wanted to kind of go into detail about the difference between the two just to kind of inform the audience of the two different types of medicine. So to start off, like I said, Western medicine kind of focuses on pathology and curing the disease in that temporary solution in that moment. So, for example, if you got a fever, you would go to the doctor or the hospital, depending on where you're from and what time, of course. And they would typically take a look at you and prescribe you medication, whether it be ibuprofen or whatever the case may be. And in a holistic in the holistic approach, you would either go to like a holistic healthcare center or wherever you're familiar with in your town, and you would take either herbal teas, you would do cold compresses, and you would kind of like alter with your diet to make sure you're looking at yourself from a whole and not just a specific part of you. So some traditional some healthcare medicine examples include massage therapists and acupuncturists, homeopathists, and naturopathists. Um, there are healing and healthcare centers, herbal teas, herbal and natural remedies. There's many people who study herbology, and all they do is research different types of teas for different types of functions. And it really includes mind, body, spirit, and emotions. So, like again, they're not looking at one specific part that needs attention. They're kind of looking at everything as a whole to kind of, improve your health overall in the relationship with your body. Breaking down the different genres, there's like mental health treatment, there's pain treatment, and immunity and disease prevention. So, for mental health, if you were looking at it more holistically, you would see a therapist or psychotherapist more conversational based. There's pet therapy, color therapy, water therapy, physical therapy, and music therapy. These are pretty much you opening up and experiencing yourself in a setting where you're focusing on your mind, your body, your emotions, your spirit, and you're just kind of in tuning yourself with that and healing yourself with the assistance of a professional. Rather than Western medicine, it's more of you speaking to a professional like a psychologist or psychiatrist and then prescribing you a medication, and then you kind of experimenting which medication works best for you, and it's different, but you're both being worked on with a professional. So it all depends on the person's preference and lifestyle. If a person didn't have time to go, to a therapist or a pet therapist or music therapy, they would just rather take the medication and continue with their everyday routine, even though that routine might be a part of their diagnosis, I guess, if I would say. So another branch I would go into detail would be pain. A lot of people go to healthcare professionals for pain management, and the holistic approach would be chiropractors, massage therapists, acupuncturists. And for those of you who are not familiar with acupuncture, it's using thin needles to restore energy or ki um, into blockages or disturbances in the flow of life energy in the body. So if you have a lot of pain in your head, you have a lot of headaches, they would typically do it on pressure points and points like in your skin over here, like, and they would help uh, release the blockages, and so it would ease it that way, rather than taking medications, injections, and surgeries, which end up leading to further complications down the line. And lastly, there's immunity and disease prevention. The holistic approach would be taking teas and herbs and having a healthy, balanced diet and working kind of from the inside out rather than just taking vitamins and pumping yourself with, over the counter medications and that sort of nature. So I just want to really emphasize the importance of massages sometimes, whether they're taking annually or, twice a year. They really do improve your overall health and well-being as a person. Not only does it help restore aches and pains, but the importance of touch as well. Like it really does help with anxiety and depression for those who suffer from that. And to connect with yourself during a massage is very rewarding overall. So I hope this speech helped a little. You guys can always message me for more information.